Hello, traders. It is Tuesday, April 7th, and we're almost 3 hours into trading. Let's take a look at what the market's doing. First, we have to start off with yesterday's price action. We had the massive gap higher, three long green candles closing on their high. We had a tiny little pullback in here, and then the market just forged higher. I missed this move. There was no way that I could buy without a decent pullback. We never got one, not even close to the opening yesterday. That was a sign of strength. And when I did the video yesterday, I said, listen, folks, this is a bullish trend day. I also mentioned to you that somewhere this afternoon, we're going to get a pullback. That will be our window of opportunity to reload. And that's exactly what we got. We got that tiny little pullback. We already knew the stocks that we wanted to buy. We were lining them up, lining them up. We had to be very, very patient, and our opportunity presented itself, and we got long, and we made really nice money into the close. And look at that closing move higher. It just exploded through that 262.50 level on the SPY, which I'd referenced yesterday. I told you there was a good chance for us to close above it, and we did. So you can see that the market this morning gapped higher again. Now, after this gap, I had mentioned to everyone in the chat room, I said, we have to watch to see if this gap holds. If it doesn't hold and it fails right away, that means that we've got more downside. We need to be patient with our long. So let's see how things unfolded. Yep, we took out the low. So now we know we've got some more downside. As the market starts to come in, look at the 10p indicator getting absolutely pummeled. Well, we need to wait for this to run its course and to start reversing. And there we get our first little cross, and this is actually when I started to buy. I knew I was early, but I bought stocks like LVGO, THC, CF, CLX, and those all worked out really well. PDD, and we started to get our nice little rally. Had another cross right here on the 10p indicator right about there, which was perfectly timed. And look at the market grind higher. So I have not had any losing stock trades today. You can see how the market is continuing to grind higher. And yesterday I left you with a long that was just on my heavy buying and my relative strength 30 list, and I wanted to highlight it. Let's see. Intel, where have I heard that before? Oh yeah, it was in yesterday's video here at about $57.50, trading at 61.40 right now, and look at that head of steam. It's not just Intel. Go back and watch all these videos. I know that a lot of you have subscribed to the channel because you don't want to miss these trades. Congratulations to you, because every day I provide you with trade ideas. If you look at my videos for the last 2 or 3 weeks, look at every single one of them. Trade after trade after trade after trade, winners. And the only reason that I can come to you and say this is because it's true. And the reason it's true is because we follow a systematic trading approach, and we lean on relative strength, and that is what we try and find throughout the course of the day. So I'll tell you that right now on the market, we had this little bit of a dip right here after a nice, tight, strong rally. This could have reversed, and it could have continued to go down, and we could have made a higher low. That was one scenario that could have played out. These candles were very, very tiny, and boom, it instantly reversed. This is a bull flag formation, and we're continuing to grind higher. So there is still market strength. We'll probably hit some resistance right here at the high of the day, especially after such a huge run. Let's go to that daily chart, and I'll show you another very powerful formation that we have. And you can see, if you look at that first low and then that second low, you can see visually that a cup and handle formation is intact. There's the cup, and there's the handle, and there's the lip of it, and there's the breakout that we had yesterday above that 62.50 level. And look at this bullish hammer that we're putting in today. Had one yesterday, have one today. This bodes well. So Pete, what might we expect from the market? Is this it? Is this the V bottom? Can we buy now? Are we off to the races? Yeah, calls? No, not yet. In fact, this is when we need to start looking at taking profits. So we're going to put up some major moving averages to try and identify where that resistance might come into play. and there's a nice resistance level at the 300 level. I don't know that we'll get quite that high, but I am actually looking at another level where I think we'll hit resistance. I'm going to go to a weekly chart. This is a 100 week moving average, not a 100-day moving average, a 100-week moving average comes into play right at that 288 level. So 288 is one of my targets on the S&P 500. If we happen to get to 278 today, 278, we are long an SPY position for swing trading. We'll be looking to take profits at 278. Well, why would you say that your target's at 288, but you'll take profits at 278? Because if we happen to get there today, I feel that the recent momentum will be a little bit overextended, and I'm going to take profits on that. That's a $400 S&P move that we've been able to capture, or $40 on the SPY. So I'm going to lock in profits. I don't think that we're out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination. All that's happened is time has elapsed, and I had mentioned to you that the market needed time before it would rally, and that's given it time to assess the situation with the coronavirus. The cases are still spreading. The news is still going to be extremely dire this week, but the market is forward looking and it realizes that we're probably a week away from the apex and that the virus news will start improving after that. Hopefully, that's going to play out, but there are all sorts of other puzzle pieces that have to fit together. Businesses still don't know if they're going to be borrowing money, if banks are going to lend them that money on the government bailout program. Those details have to be hashed out. We don't know how many businesses are going to be participating in it. We don't know if consumers are going to go back to work right away, if this lockdown is going to be extended. How long will it take companies to rehire these employees? Are we talking about the middle of May or are we talking about the middle of June? Once they do go back to work, I think people are going to be wondering how stable the company is and do they have enough revenue to support all the staff? Are they going to be laying off in the future? These are all unknowns, and people are going to be pretty tight with their discretionary spending until they know that their job is secure and until they know that the company that they work for is back on track. Amongst all that, we still have all the financial issues that might arise because of the coronavirus. We've got people who may not be able to pay their rent, companies not able to pay their leases. What happens to the mortgage companies? So there is so much unresolved news right now. And here we can see the low from Friday and the high from the opening this morning. That was a massive 300-point S&P rally in just 2 trading sessions. So you have to scratch your head and go, what the heck happened in this period that would spark that type of buying? Well, in essence, it's asset managers knowing that there are 0% interest rates available in the debt market. They want to buy equities. In the event that everything does go according to plan, they want to have equity exposure right now. They will err on the side of being long equities because while they park money in bonds, they are actually losing money because they're not even keeping pace with inflation. So, risk reward, yeah, this is a good time to put some money into the market. But from a longer term perspective, in my opinion, this is going to be a bottoming process. This is not going to be a V bottom. We've still got some more upside to the market. 288 is kind of my first target. 300, I don't know that we'll see it at that 200-day moving average. If we do, and if we see it quickly, I'm actually going to start considering buying some put options. So we're not there yet. We were looking for a bounce. We've got it. All of the naked puts that we've been writing on strong stocks are in fantastic shape. Great strategy. We'll make about 10% on each one of those. I showed you a Microsoft bullish put spread just last week. Man, has that been a nice one. And we were selling that below the 200-day moving average. And that was just a couple of days ago. So we were selling that, I believe it was 150, 147.50 bullish put spread on Microsoft for 50 cents, 25% return, just like that. Very easy trade. Really nice. So I hope that you've been on some of these trades. Again, my objective is to show you a trade that I like for today and to show you a couple of day trades that I like. I'm going to go through the chart, show you some that I like. Going to go into the relative strength 30 and take a look at it. Intel, obviously, I like charts like that. Look at that strength. Candle after candle. It's probably going to pull back in here and then it'll make another run later in the day. But yes, Intel looks very, very good. I'm going to actually go into bull run and see what's really perking up right now. Well, Intel's at the top. AMAT looks good. I gave you KLAC yesterday. Told you that would work yesterday into the close. Let's see what that did. Look at that rally into the close. There's the market dip we got late, and look at that surge. That was a beautiful run of about $4. So today it's pulled back, but it's challenging that high again. It's been able to recover pretty nicely. Can't say that AMAT would be one of my favorites. I'm looking for stocks that held strong. This is a much better example. AVGO compresses while the market pulls back. Got a breakout to a new high. Excellent strength right in here. Excuse me, CF. Another really good example. Now this one, when the market was going down, it was actually holding its own, and I bought it here, sold it here, bought it again, sold it here. I've been in and out of that stock a couple of times today. I like CF. It looks really good from a day trading standpoint today. Take a look at THC. That was another one that I traded. Again, really good relative strength. Held strong right in here early when the market was selling off. I got long, took profits up here. PDD was one that I traded earlier. That looks really good. Again, same pattern. Rallies up, holds the gains while the market is pulling back. As soon as the market finds its footing, breaks out to a new high of the day. Traded that, did well on it. PDD also looks like it's got some nice strength. So now I also want to highlight. I'm going to take a very quick look here and see if there's anything else that looks good. ADM, not so much. We want stocks that have been able to break through that high of the day and are off to the races. FFIV, not bad. Volatile stock, though, but that's the type of pattern I'd be looking for. I'm going to continue to click through, see what I can find. RL, beautiful example. This is the kind of stock I want. So, market pulls back throughout the morning. I'm going to put that SPY overlay so you can see it. Market down, 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 down. Stock up, up, up. Soon as the market finds support right in here, this gray line, zoom. Yes, RL looks really good. So those are the types of patterns that we're looking for. I'm going to give you a swing trade that I like. Tesla. I really like this stock. I was long this stock. I made money on it. Had to weather a little bit of a storm earlier with the stock pulling back. I was long in here and expected it to continue to go higher. It pulled back. I was able to ride that out. It made a higher low, so I was fine with it. Wanted to make sure that this low held, and also that low was above a major moving average. So go to the daily chart. We could see that major moving average at the 100 day. Well, looky what we have here. Cup and handle through the lip. Bounces off that 200-day moving average. I like Tesla. I think you can own Tesla for a swing trade. So there's your swing trade for the day. I've given you some other stocks to take a look at from a day trading perspective. AVGO looked real good. RL looked good. And Intel, we know, has a strong head of steam right now. Maybe we'll go into a couple more quick searches here, see if there's anything else we can pick up on. BURL has been really strong today, so we'll take a quick look at that one. ZBH, not my favorite. Nope, don't like that too much. I'm just going to click through and see if I can find you one more. Not bad. Let's go to CTAS maybe. Not bad. I think I'm going to stick with the ones that I've got up there so far. Those all look like really decent plays. So that's the pattern that you want to look for. Those you want to look for a compression, a nice breakout through that high of the day. Yes, ODFL probably could work. Not a bad selection there either. Go to the D1 chart. Mainly if you're looking for relative strength and stocks that are able to continue to demonstrate that relative strength on any market dip, those are the ones that you want to own. One more closing look at the SPY, see what that's got going, and then we're going to call it a day. SPY, is currently testing the high right in here after a big run. I'm expecting it to have to challenge this high for a long time today. I believe we're going to be range bound and probably close right around that 272 level for the day. So we need a little bit of rest today. The fact that the market was able to add to yesterday's gains and still close above the low of the day and hold that opening gap is bullish. So I'm expecting follow through buying probably for another week or so, and look for that resistance somewhere around the 288 level on the SPY. That's all I got for you today. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the YouTube channel, go back and watch my last week's worth of videos. Check those stocks, see how they perform, see if my analysis was correct. Then subscribe to the YouTube channel because you don't want to miss these videos. You never know when I'm going to post them. They'll always have great trade ideas. And if you turn on your notifications, you'll never miss another one of them. Thank you. We'll see you in the morning. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.